Do they look like twists or do they look like locks yet? Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura. Over here, I teach you tips and tricks on how to care for your locks in hope of us all being confident in wearing our natural hair. So today's video is actually really exciting for me. I am celebrating 2 years being locked. And what I'm gonna do for the celebration is just to take you through what the 2 years have looked like. I'm gonna go through different photos so you can see what my journey has looked like. This is meant to be a realistic perspective of what my lock journey has been. So for the person who's discouraged about your locks, maybe you feel like they're not growing or they're not where you want them to be, I think this will be great for you to see that my journey hasn't been perfect at all. This is the length that I'm at right now when it gets to 2 years. There are many factors that play into why my hair is this long. I have enjoyed every moment. Well, let me not say that. I'm not gonna lie, because there have been some pretty tough moments, but looking back at my decision to lock my hair, I don't regret it at all. I'm gonna show you where the lock journey began. So this first picture that you're looking at, and I'm looking down because I have the photo down here, is when I first got my locks done. Guys, I started my locks with twists. And the reason why I started my locks with twists is because I wanted a style that was already a style. My hair is mixed with a lot of different textures, if we're talking textures. Do textures exist? We don't know. We were told that there are different hair types and we went with it. I actually liked wearing my hair in twists. I would put extensions in my hair in twists before I was locked. So this seemed like a great way to start my lock journey. So as you can see over here, my twists were pretty thin. This is typical with twists. Nothing more to add to it, really. Just wore my hair in twists for some time. In this photo, my hair actually started unraveling in the twists. So if you're thinking of starting your hair with 2-strand twists, that is something that might potentially happen to you. So what I did is I braided the ends of the hair to prevent it from unraveling. Now, I think the reason why my twists started to unravel is because I had heat damage towards the front of my hair. So the pieces that were heat damaged weren't locking and they weren't forming that coil that your hair naturally would form if it wasn't heat damaged or if it was in its natural state. So this led to unraveling, which led to me braiding the ends of my hair. So I had two different things going on. I had twists, then I had little braids at the ends, but I didn't care at this point. I was like, by any means necessary, these locks are going to stay in. So this next photo over here is me rocking my twists. I used to like pin it off to the side and wear it in a side swoop. I actually did not mind it at all. And the next photo you're seeing here, I experienced shrinkage. My hair, I had some length, and then I feel like one morning I woke up and my hair had shrunk and it was literally like up here, but I liked it. I worked with it anyways. I found a way to style it. I had that braid that went across. That used to be my favorite style. It worked out well because I didn't have to worry about doing anything else other than that flat twist across. Then we get to the point where your hair is frizzy. So this is what the journey, from the most part, from what I've heard from people, looks like. In the beginning, you're in that honeymoon phase where you're enjoying it, where you like the way your hair looks, where everything's going well, and then your hair starts to get frizzy. And then you don't know what to do. And the frizz, I used to watch videos of people's locks when they would get frizzy, or basically your hair is trying to lock itself, but you just have to let your hair go through that phase. I just kept putting my hair back. I kept doing that flat twist in the front. So that's advice to somebody who might be in the beginning of their lock journey and you're experiencing the frizz. Find a way to style your hair that will prevent you from seeing the frizz. Because when you see it, it causes you to mess with your hair. But when you don't see it, then you just leave it alone. I started my lock journey, I should have said this in the beginning, August of 2019. And as I remember the dates, I'm gonna try and mention it as I go through this video. So here we go into January of 2020. My hair has grown out. I took a while to retwist just because this is the time when there were talks of COVID and people were trying to be a little bit careful. This is the way beginning of 2020. I actually traveled at that time and I ended up getting this retwist in Kenya. This was a really good retwist. Product was used in my hair. I probably would not use the same product that I used that time, but I like the way my hair looked. For that product took forever to get out of my hair. This is how my hair was styled. You can still see the 2-strand twist pattern in my hair. Then we got into the phase where I had no idea what my hair was doing. My hair is frizzy, but then it's also growing, but then I don't know what it was doing. As you can see, it was just kind of in a clump, and it had no movement. It was really stiff. It reminded me of when you keep your braids in for way too long and you need to do something with them. This is when we started working from home. This is my hair being frizzy, but I didn't care because I was doing everything via Zoom, and I just decided, you know what, we'll just go with it. Then I started being more intentional about what I was doing with my hair. Around this time, I wanted to experiment as far as like trying different hair colors, different styles. I actually over manipulated my hair at this point. So here my hair is in a ponytail. Yay, we can finally fit into a ponytail. However, the ends are not locked and we can still see the twist pattern. At this point, I was starting to get a little bit frustrated. I was told that with starting your locks with twists might cause you to spend a lot of time waiting for the pattern to vanish. I didn't realize how impatient I was. Not so much, it wasn't about my hair, but it was just about my impatience. This is actually June or July of 2020. This is when I actually started to take my loc journey and my hair journey public. I don't know why my hair would go through these like phases of short, frizzy, and then kind of drop down, short, frizzy. I don't know, but I rocked it anyways. I was like, hey, it is what it is. This is another professional retwist that I got, and I love this. I'd colored my hair before. I loved this retwist. The person that retwisted my hair used 3 different techniques to do it, and I think it turned out really nice. The only thing is the way he styled my hair was extremely tight. My hair was pulled around the edges. Even though it looked really nice, I feel like my hair ended up suffering more damage. This is when I'm actually starting to see my hair lock up. As you can see, the ends, they were starting to get a little bit frizzier. My hair was starting to look a little bit more like locks, but for the longest, I would look at my hair and I would ask, do they look like twists or do they look like locks yet? Are they twists? Are they locks? What are those? And I would get questions about my hair too, like that, when people are trying to figure out like what is going on with your hair. I did a braid out and I thought it actually turned out nice. This again is me trying to put my hair in a ponytail prematurely because I really wanted to put my hair in a ponytail and put so many bobby pins in it. But you know what? We move. We do what we gotta do. Those ends used to bother me, but I would not let go of the length. I wouldn't do it. 2020 helped my loc journey because I didn't have to be around people. I don't know what the style is, to be honest with you. I think I saw some inspiration from Pinterest or something and thought that I could try it out, but it's a no for me. It's a no for me. Again, those ends, those thin stringy ends just continue to stay. Here is around November of 2020. I put my hair in this cute little style where I did like the half braids or half flat twist and put my hair in a ponytail. My hair actually semi-comfortably fit in a ponytail. I still pulled my hair to fit it, but it was much better than before. These were 2 different locks that I tried to bring into one lock. I don't know why I did that. This is the other thing with YouTube. You watch all these videos and you want to try things, and this was me just trying stuff because later on I ended up splitting those locks again. So next we can see I was trying out the braid outs, twist outs. My hair is short again, but at this point I just gave up on trying to have length in my hair. I just wore it as it needed to be. This is towards the end of 2020. And then I curled my hair in the front, just try to have some curly bangs. Then January came around, and y'all, I don't know where this length came from, where my hair finally dropped, but one day I had my sister take pictures of me and I realized that my hair had dropped. Like, it wasn't sticking out anymore. It actually started to look more like locks. And as you can see, the twist pattern is finally starting to fade. So this is actually 2021, January. And then this is where I finally decided to snip off those stringy ends of my hair, just because I felt like my locks didn't look like locks. They didn't really look too good. I chopped them off and decided to just go with the flow. I stopped caring about length, and at this point I started to focus more on the health of my hair. My hair is actually starting to lock now. The twist pattern is going and it's actually starting to grow. It was benefiting from that. Now I actually started to see actual length. As we're getting closer to the end, this is what my hair has been looking like in the past few months and currently. And then we end with these last photos of what my hair looks like right now. So that is my loc journey. Hopefully you get to see that it is not a linear journey. Everything is up and down, up and down, up and down. You'll have moments where you love your hair, and then you'll have moments where you're like, what is going on? But trust the process. Hope you liked the video. Thanks so much for sticking through this video. If you made it all the way through, you are a real one. I appreciate it. I will see you on the next one.